Hey yo, welcome to the wonderful world of Hungry Heath. Now I am not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I've studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is this woman right here, the sensational Shelly Eats Steak. And together, every Friday night, we host what we like to call the Friday Night Feast. We'll cook up an entree, make up little snacks, we'll show y'all how to do it, and we'll just visit after we finish everything while we're chowing down. We'll just chew the fat with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde. We love hanging out with you all. But today's video is over week 57 of my MS journey. So far, everything's peachy keen. Loving the new job. We've just been staying busy tinkering around the house and dreaming up what's going to happen if we ever win that lotto and getting ready to go on that low-carb cruise.
Right.
Like I said, everything's going great.
How was the DDP vibe this week?
Same as last week. Everything's cool.
Yeah.
No news is good news.
Well, I mean, like, what workouts? Did you film either one?
No. I've just been too busy. I've just been knocking it out and moving on.
When do you do it?
First thing in the morning. Shortly after you go to work, actually.
Oh, okay, because you didn't get to do it today because we slept in today.
No, today was a scheduled day off. I was following his script.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
So, yeah.
And then people are just wanting updates also about your job, like.
I'm tech support, and I'm just answering calls as people call in. They ask me to help them with whatever's going on, and then.
We were having like some computer issues.
Yeah.
But now that seems better.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the app they're using for their phone system wasn't working right, but they supposedly got it fixed. Yesterday, it was working pretty good. The only time I ever had any problems whenever I was trying to transfer calls. There's a couple of times it wouldn't go through, so I'm going to have them help me with that too. But like I said, there's really nothing interesting. That's why I didn't even bother bringing it up, honestly. It's just work.
Well, but it's, what do you feel? Because traditionally, you have always been kind of on the road doing like construction type jobs.
I'm loving working at home. It's a t-shirt and shorts, and basically my house slippers. I don't have to wear, I don't have to carry my phone around with me all day. That was always the thing when I was doing cabinets. I'd always be on top of a ladder trying to hang a piece of crown or something like that, and that's when the phone would go off.
Right.
I got tools in my hand, and then the phone goes off. I'm like, oh. Now here, I get a phone call, and like back-to-back phone calls. I'm on the phone all day, but I'm sitting down in front of the computer doing it. I'm not out working in the elements.
No.
If it gets hot, I can turn the ceiling fan on or turn the AC down.
Right.
Or if it gets cold, I just turn the heater on. It's like creature comforts. I'm loving it.
Yeah, and we noticed too, we're not having as much laundry to do, which is really nice.
And then my gas is going further.
Right.
I'm not going anywhere except.
Of course, the electric bill is going up, but you know.
And all the trade-off, I guess.
Right. Aww. And so that's really good. You're feeling okay?
I'm feeling great.
Meanwhile, okay.
I'm sleeping better now too. Because like you said, I slept in today. We didn't get up till almost 8 o'clock.
After 8. It was like
that's late for me.
5.
I'm usually getting up from 5:30, 6 o'clock. So
and
this is really late.
And then also, what was it you had? I was going to bring something up. Now I totally forgot. But you just been enjoyed just working from home and feeling good. No issues. Oh, I know what it is. Your eggs. You normally have 4 boiled eggs for breakfast. And what happened?
I cook them in the Instant Pot. Usually like 16 or 20 of them something at a time. And I do it on manual high for 5 minutes. Then I'll let it natural release. Then I do an ice bath for just however long. But I usually take a 1 gallon pitcher. And I fill a little ice in it, put the eggs on top, put more ice on that. And then just let it melt in the fridge. And whenever it's totally melted, I just pour the water off, and then my eggs are ready to go.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the last 2 or 3 times I've tried making them, instead of putting it on manual high, I was doing it on warm. I was warming the eggs, and then freaking out when they start peeled. They were still kind of raw in the center.
He was like poaching the eggs, y'all, and he was like, I don't know why this keeps happening. And I'm like, well, I use the Instant Pot for other stuff, and I don't have any problems. And he's like, I don't know. I said, are you sure you're cooking them? I do know. I always have.
I thought I was. So, I even went back and watched the video on how I did the deviled duck eggs. I cooked them the same way.
So that just goes to show you, look, we do silly stuff too. You just never know. And then this morning, he was like, oh, it's happened again. And I said, well, so he goes to redo, and I said, let me see what you're doing. And he's like, see, manual, and he's like, it doesn't say high. And I said, because that's just the warm button. He was like, oh my gosh.
Dummy. Oh, and speaking of which, too, when this is over, I got to make up my pills for the next day.
Oh, yeah, your medicine, yeah. Okay, well, and then with us, if you were on the January 28th live, the one with the Bang Bang Shrimp, which was
it was so good,
amazing.
So spicy.
Yes, I loved it. We decided we were going to foster a dog, so you might have seen him kind of come into frame.
They said his name is Junior, but I can't get him to come to that. So we're going to have to figure out what his real name is.
So he's, we just went today to the animal shelter, spent some time with him in the yard that they have like all these little play areas, and spent time with him there. You know, he was of course just ecstatic to get out because he's been in the shelter continuously since last May. Here it is, almost February, and he's been there since May.
Well, they say 236 days or something like that?
No, it's like over 250, I believe.
Wow.
So, we spent time with him there, and he seemed to, really do well. And then we, went ahead and did the, the foster stuff that we had to do. Brought him home, and, took their advice. Like, first, I let him go through the house by himself, and, well, I was with him, but, Delilah wasn't in the house. Let him go through, get familiar with the sights and the smells and all of that. And then we took him in the backyard without Delilah. We, kept him separated, let him go out there for a good 20 minutes or so, just running around, doing, what dogs do. And then once he felt comfortable, then we introduced Delilah, had them both on a leash. And then, they kind of played a little bit. They seem like they're kind of getting along. I think Delilah is just already agitated. She's just like, why?
She's like a grumpy old lady.
Yeah, she's like, we don't need another dog here. Why?
I know, baby, I know.
And so, we'll see how that goes. If you have any tips. So Delilah's 12. They believe Junior is about 2. He's very, very laid back. Like he went up, he sniffed Coco, our cat, and he was just like, yeah, whatever. And of course he's still getting used to everything because apparently when it was a owner surrender, his owners never even kept him inside. Like they were just kind of like wild dogs from what I was understanding. So, this is all new to him. So he's in here. He's, just chilling out. He's very, very calm dog so far. Just been kind of coming up to us. And, of course, he loves being petted. And we pet him, like everywhere to make sure he did well with that. And so far he's doing really well. He's been very calm. The only thing is, he's young and he wants to play, and Delilah just doesn't. So she's just kind of, I don't know, she's just trying to put her authority, like, hey, this is my house, like, this is my territory. Right. And she just kind of let him know a couple times, just kind of put her mouth, and she's just like, no. And so then he's all like, okay, I'm going to stay away from her. And so he's just kind of been like keeping, I guess, knowing his boundaries.
Yeah.
If that's the word.
He's learning his place.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll just see. You know, I took him for fostering. And you know, he's so cute, he's so handsome. But we'll just see how Delilah's gonna feel. You know, how she's gonna get with things and deal with that. So any tips if y'all have ever fostered before? When I fostered before, it was when I had my Great Pyrenees. And when I had my Great Pyrenees, Zoe, she was obviously like the head of the pack. So Delilah never, ever acted out or snipped or anything. Like, she just fell into line. But whenever we lost Zoe, then Delilah was like, oh, well, now I'm the one in charge, so new boss, things are changing kind of thing. And so she got a little more, I don't want to say aggressive, but, you know, more in charge, where, you know, she just wouldn't let certain things happen. So...
But when Renee came over and brought her dog, she was good with them.
Yeah.
When my brother brought his dog over, she was good with her. So,
right.
So I think she's good, and she's done good when we took her to the dog parks. So
yeah.
And then whenever our old pet sitter used to, remember she would pet sit at her house, and she had multiple animals.
Yeah.
And she would always be good there.
Yeah, there was just one time there was a scuffle, but it was a husky that, again, even the husky's owner said, oh, yeah, he's a handful, and he probably instigated it because he doesn't know boundaries, and so Delilah just was like, no, I told you no, and now I told you no again. But other than that, yeah,
Stand
she always...
your ground.
Right, she always did, but again, a lot of that was other places.
All right, that's true too.
You know, like that wasn't her house, so we'll just see. But so far, Junior, or we haven't decided. I don't know. I like Junior. Do you like Junior? He's a little bit bigger than Delilah as far as stature, and
a little taller.
Yeah, a little taller, little I would say muscular.
Yeah,
right?
a little more full.
Yeah. And
then for Delilah, we've always had, because you know she's a little taller too, we've always had a little elevated feeding bowl for her. It holds food and water. So I just got through a minute ago making one. I had some scraps out in the garage, so I just put it together to make one for Junior also. I don't know, we'll see. Because I'm still kind of leery about feeding them both together at the same time. I think we need to separate them for a while.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Just so they both feel like one thing at a time, right? It's a lot. One, for him to not be in a kennel.
He just grabbed a toy.
And then two, you know, him being in an actual home.
Yeah.
And then her, you know, getting used to having another dog here because it's been a few years. Oh, there he goes.
He was in there so long, I was afraid he'd be institutionalized. We got him out of the county.
Right?
The county lockup.
All right. Well, so that's.
But he's black with a couple little white spots on him. His whole belly's white.
Yeah.
And the cat almost looks like a heart right above his neck.
Yeah.
The backside of his neck. And it is pretty cool. He's a good-looking dog, though. He's already starting to grow on me a little bit. But the way it is on his legs and his paw, where it's white too, it's like he stepped in paint.
Right?
But
and then as far as me, if you're following along on my no dairy, no sweetener, so I think this is day 16. Let's see. Yeah, I think, well, maybe day 17 with no dairy and no sweetener still. So that's been going well.
Rose is laying down now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like when they get comfortable.
Right? So, you know, that's been going really well. And, I say really well. You know, honestly, you would think of the two, dairy and sweetener, let me know below. If you had to give up one of those, which do you think would be the hardest, the dairy or the sweetener? Because I have found that the hardest is the sweetener, actually. Like, the dairy doesn't bother me as much, but the sweetener tends to, like, I can tell I still have those, like, cravings for the sweetener. So that one has definitely been a struggle for me. So I feel like with that, I'm saying originally now I'm going to go till Valentine's Day, but I feel like with the sweetener, I might want to try to do it longer, just because I don't want to just go right back to that, since I'm still having those cravings. I don't want to just feed into those cravings, if that makes sense.
Right.
All right. Well, you want to show them everything that you ate this past week?
Yeah, let's show that right now. This week's breakfast, I got some Purnell's breakfast sausage, topped with that Reaper cheese, hard-boiled eggs, topped with that flame-roasted green chili sauce. Lunch this week, I got bacon cheeseburger with fried eggs. Surf and Turf Saturday. We got a sous vide bone-in ribeye that Shelly dusted with a ancho chili coffee rub, then poured over the au jus sauce too, once she plated. Then we got some pork belly Brussels sprouts, bang bang shrimp.
Oh my God. Those are good.
Sautéed mushrooms, and some fresh grape tomatoes. Fit for a king.
Better than going out to eat.
Yeah. Sunday night dinner. Once again, the sensational Shelly made us a super duper dinner. We got a spicy beef stew that she topped with a sunny side up egg. Monday night dinner, we got some ground bison tacos. Tuesday night dinner, Buffalo Wild Wings. And I got my freebies from Radical Geek. We're going to season our own wings with his awesome flat iron pepper products. Wednesday night, taco night. We're having ground Wagyu tacos. It's Taco Thursday at Casa de Parker. And we're back. That was some beautiful looking food. Thinking about that, watching all that, whatever. I'm really hungry. Let's go eat dinner.
Yeah, I'm excited for tonight's dinner.
But thank y'all for watching. And again, everything's going great. I don't have a lot to tell you because there's not a lot happening, really. We're just moseying on. Keep it on, keep it on. So.
Well, if you enjoyed our video, please give us a thumbs up.
Please, please, please. We're almost, tell your old friends, they need to subscribe too, because we're almost to 1,000 subs. Once we do that, we're going to do another giveaway. So that'll be even more fun. But thank y'all for watching. We really appreciate y'all's support. And we'll see y'all in the next one.
And comment down below.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. See y'all next time.
Bye.